You know it's smart, bro. You know when the groups used to jam to this number here. You know when it drops at first base and the old line drop. Not that one day. There is not going. Dala.
Move.
What's his name?
Come on, you kid.
And that time the fingers only flying.
But in the head it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Once you throw the hairstyle away. Yeah, I know. I used to go to club. I used to go to Club Xanadu. That's crazy.
Hey, the Xannies.
That's insane. To watch DJ Worlds, Mr. Lee, Rolly.
First off, this the bug call.
A couple of hot spiders.
Oh. Five boys with your socks on.
Like you, only when you're in the jail you realize the importance of lights, like proper lighting and air.
Phew.
But how, like, what bad decisions can come from inappropriate lighting? You know?
Well, I used to play that blue light, the black light.
Yeah.
We
Because
can
you
only
can't
see, like,
really see features properly.
Just teeth and eyes.
Just teeth and eyes. And the eyes are looking inviting.
Yeah.
And then the lights come on and you... You're all laughing, you're all no.
Show me to the subway, I'll go down.
But it's worse when she does that to you.
What if you do it to each other? Who wins? Like you're both...
That's a match made in heaven, my friend.
You found your soulmate. What are we talking about, bruh? Are we talking about Jada?
Oh.
How is it too soon?
Poor world, bro.
Why do people keep saying poor world? I
I'll tell you
feel
what,
no sympathy for
I'm not coming from people's perspective.
I'm coming from your perspective. From Richelieu's perspective.
I say poor world, bro, because for me, world was my O.
I still my O.
Bruh, the O used to wear like the Jordan 5s. He had like the inside out jackets. He used to say like cool shit. He used to be like.
But why
dope.
are
And
we
then,
sympathizing with him?
because they idolize that energy, bruh. We are in that era of wearing basketball and
that's
shoes.
why I
and
have no sympathy for him,
listening to
because
Chris
I
Cross.
used to look up to this O, and this is what he's involved in.
Kensei love is blind.
No, it's not.
Can't you see my desire?
He's fucking blind.
No, it's not. No, it's that. The only pass he gets is if it's Muti. That's the only way that I'm like, okay, I sympathize.
Yes.
I think a lot of it
I don't have to
is.
make a movie. Everyone's talking about me already.
A lot of it does feel staged.
Yeah.
You've seen
Like
that.
the slapper stage.
So you saw that old clip that they were supposed
Yeah,
to.
it is.
Is it for real?
Yes.
Because I didn't know research on that.
It was for real, yeah.
So that they actually just copied a script.
Yeah, exactly the script. But the
Again, no sympathy.
Yeah, but the thing is, Chris
Bruh,
Rocker is dropping his special. Will Smith was coming out with the book, I think, or his friend was coming out with the book or something. They had like
no,
projects.
his book. He had a book.
So they had projects which they needed attention on, and the slap happened, and everybody paid attention to them, and then there's the Chris
So did
Rock
Jada
thing.
not get the memo that right we clear now?
She's busy. She's still doing it. She got a book. As well. She's on the second wave. She got a book.
So
now.
how can we feel sorry for him?
Now they said Will is gay.
Who?
Not that there's anything wrong with being gay, but they said that he was.
What Dwayne? What's his name?
Yeah,
Dwayne,
he was
Dwayne?
caught.
Dwayne Martin. Dwayne Martin. Will Smith.
I'm talking about Will up there, right?
I'm not. This is what
fair.
they say.
It's in the
Yeah,
news.
who's they? The one to tell us the news all
They.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
They.
it.
Oh, now you believe in the news conspiracy now. Now you believe in the conspiracy.
Yeah, but he's been taking a beating, bro. That's why I say poor Will. It's like it's not necessary. He has everything. Why must you?
Bruh, exactly. Will was the king of Hollywood, you know? Why would he let his legacy be tarnished like that? Because I mean, if your wife spends your whole relationship online talking about her ex-boyfriend, how are you gonna feel?
No, I feel a bit shit.
Especially if it wasn't even her ex-boyfriend. It was her soulmate.
Yeah, so it's going to become like a GB. It's a
See how
GBV.
quiet it is here now?
It's a GB. So you're telling me this is a GBV story.
The gender-based violence.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, there's a victim.
Yeah, he's the victim of not physical but
Emotional and mental abuse.
yeah. So let's sympathize with her then.
No, man.
I think he should have been the player that we think he is, and he should have dropped that.
Yes, but that's what she's relying. She's relying on the fact that he must leave her
Got to go.
Why?
because she's saying, yeah, what she said.
What did she say?
She said she made an oath and a promise, and she doesn't want to go back on that, which is why she's gonna like stay there and that type of things. So basically, what she's saying is
it the
that he
crown?
must bounce.
Is it the crown?
I don't know, bruh.
Who got the crown?
Will got the crown.
Exactly.
Cannot compare.
But she got
She's not-
50% of the crown.
She's a,
And
do,
she's
do we know if they have a prenup?
I'm not that invested, bruh. I don't know. What's
Yeah, that's
they signed the ANC.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
Our
Producer.
tech team's on it. Hold on.
Next week we got real earpieces in. No, but for real, like, okay, even if he does have a prenup, bruh,
Yeah.
if she takes half, he won't be poor,
Yeah.
right?
They
Pause it,
married in community of property.
Okay,
Okay.
so
And that means if someone cheats,
so it's half.
at all, no, falls
No, someone cheats.
No,
Someone
but
cheats, all falls
it's
away.
only.
No,
But if they don't classify it as cheating, what then?
No, they know that liberty to classify.
Entanglements is not cheating.
Inta- that's why.
They've never said, oh, Will cheated or Jada
She
cheated.
entangled.
Yes. But
But isn't they supposed to be separated since 2016?
No,
we're
but
still talking about
I think what the theory is that they were kind of in an open relationship at one stage.
yes.
Yeah.
But now what I read
For the
was
last 7
that
years, in fact.
I read from the horse's mouth
The horse.
was that she said that whole thing of the open relationship never ever came from them. What happened, she said, was they were separated since what, 2016 or something,
Yeah.
but they never announced or anything like that. And because of how they were moving in their separation, the media reports were like, oh, they're in a because they're not complaining about seeing their spouse with someone else in the media, so they were saying, oh, it was just media reports and people online saying it was open, but they were actually separated.
Right.
So if that's the case, why did they have the whole entanglement sit down? And he was so broken about
It's publicity.
cheating and
It's
things.
publicity, man.
I think it goes back. So what is really in Hollywood? Is anything really in Hollywood?
Like you said,
Is anything
they
real?
said then it could not be real.
Yeah.
They said so.
For me, it's like if it's even like those Casper Nyovest boxing bouts. I know I'm taking an off ramp, but
You schemed
it
those
just
ones-
came to me. It's like,
That was Hollywood.
why is one celebrity gonna fight another celebrity in the ring for my entertainment? What's the end game? Why are we
Money.
doing it?
Money is the end game. Those charity,
Time to watch them.
those charity boxing matches or celebrity, what are they called? Exhibition matches.
Yeah.
That's literally just money grabs.
You know what I thought? They should rather do sports day.
Like American Day.
No, sports day. Like imagine Motlante going in as second. Motlante versus Casper now, and then they do egg and spoon.
I think that would actually be way more popular than a boxing
But wouldn't
match.
you? I'd
Everyone's
watch that
watching
all
that.
day. I can see the thing.
Because you need your
I guess I'm
money.
like, this bra's running our electricity. He can't even dollar in a Do you know what I mean?
Sack race. Look at the sack. He deserves to be there.
The high jump.
What happened to those?
Long jump.
What happened to those Casper matches? Wasn't it
There was
becoming a
one
series?
recently. There's one recently. I don't even pay attention because I watched the other one where that bra got knocked out in like 3 seconds.
Was it pretty?
Pretty ugly, yeah.
Yeah,
pretty ugly
Yeah,
then?
pretty ugly. That's what they're calling the fight.
It was pretty ugly.
Like I was trying to get the thing and then it was over and then and I was boxing and doing like a Zulu dance.
What? Why? Hey, maybe why do? Or it seems to me that our South African entertainment scene just copies whatever's trending. It's like the celebrity boxing match thing. or charity boxing match or exhibition match became really popular recently. Logan
Right.
Paul and all of them. And now our celebrities are having
Yeah, but
these
remember
boxing
they also
matches.
train. So like if you know you're gonna fight me, we're gonna fight each other next year March. Between now and March, I got a personal trainer. You got a personal trainer. We fighting, right? We fight. It's not me. Now you're gonna phone me. I'm still in the mall finding a short.
Would that person... You see, you're supposed to be able to fight.
Hey, bro, I'm looking for one of those ones with the stripe to the side. You don't have it yet, Mr. Price. I'm coming now.
Would you tell her?
Will I fight someone in the ring?
Like a charity or...
Not a chance, my friend.
Why?
I survived this long by not fighting.
Not fight.
Do you know what I mean?
Chick to stars to listen to what I'm saying.
No, but I realize I'm old enough to figure myself out. I'm there now.
But if it's
why
like
must I let
rigged?
someone hit me purposefully for no, like, there's no amount that's
If
gonna
it's
make-
rigged, if they say, hey Rish, this is the check,
He's gonna punch you 4 times.
and yeah, this is what's gonna happen, because most of them are scripted.
Yeah, but now when someone punches in my face, what's gonna be? I'm gonna not like that.
But you're getting paid for it.
But the patient's nice.
No, it's not that. No, I must hit you back now because you hit me. Because that's what I was.
So let's say you do. Let's say you decide, hey, fuck, the paycheck is worth it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. The first time the fist lands on your face,
Yeah.
is it still a boxing match or is it a para
It's a
now?
parent now. Because now I'm taking that thing out my mouth now.
God is out.
I can't fight. Give me my other shoes. I'm gonna show this.
Gloves off so I can grab something.
Like me, I'll never fight.
I don't think I could do it, bro.
I'll never fight. I've never liked fighting. Like, imagine, bro, we were outside clubs and people were fighting with all the time. We were
Yeah.
in fights. We were getting fought. Like recently got threatened. I'm like saying to myself, bro, you can't touch me. I'm untouchable. I'm telling you, if you get up from here and slap me now, I'll just walk straight out here, jump in my car, drive to the police station, and they'll come and pick you up.
You're snitching. Same time.
I'm not even calling it snitching. I'm gonna
I'm
fucking pauper you.
reporting.
Yeah,
Opening you.
I'm paupering you. You're gonna hit me.
These chops are only for aesthetics. It's
Yeah.
not. It's
If
not
I in the front and I really need to do some shit, I can start washing and hashing.
No, I couldn't either, bro. Not. It's just because, like in a charity or an exhibition thing, like I'm saying, most of them are scripted. I don't have that much Hollywood in me to take 1-2 hits and
It's
just
not worth
carry
it.
on
If you had to,
playing my. Right?
and if you had to,
I would.
but who would you?
Whoever.
Anyone?
Anyone wants a box.
Let me see, Max,
Huh?
maps.
I'll map that out.
Take it from somebody who can fight, like myself. I grew up.
Oh, excuse us.
Wait.
Excuse us. So if you're coming to bump on set,
Let's talk.
Max is sorting you out. What?
No,
Yeah.
violence is it's not fun.
Yeah, violence.
You don't want it. You don't
Yeah, violence is never the answer, unless the question is what's never the answer.
But violence is very
Then
popular.
the answer is violence.
That is a clever joke. That is a clever joke. You're on fire, eh? You're on fire these days. It's happening.
I'm in a self-actualization mode, bro. Like, I don't care.
No, there's a special coming. You need to slap someone and
I need to slap
something
someone.
needs to come up from here.
Maybe tonight's at the Summers.
The summer's tonight.
I just heard it on the radio because the car has a CD
I
player.
didn't even know the summer's. Did you know?
I didn't know, but I think that's what I heard him say. There's a presenter.
I
Who-
don't put stock in awards again.
Does anyone here know who won Album of the Year at last Summers? Do you, Paul?
In South Africa?
A person won? Yeah, South African Music Awards.
Yeah, that's it.
But wasn't it AKA? It was
For
AKA.
Album of the Year.
It was AKA.
Last year.
Yeah, it was AKA.
You know that for real.
Yes, I know when AKA got shot in his album
Oh,
was the
okay.
album of the year. That was last year.
Anything else? Any other awards?
There were some speeches were done by I said Zulu chick.
This is my point.
No, not that I've never watched, but it's just I've never watched it, but I just.
But I
it's
remember,
it's
like-
Miss South Africa. It's all the
I
same.
remember, for me personally, there was a point where I never used to like watch the Summers or actively follow, but I would know, like it would be news popular news as to who won
Who
this,
won
who
and
won
who was
that,
runner-up,
this,
yeah.
that, and the other. That whole vibe around around every music award in SA seems like dead. But I see there are a ton of awards.
They are.
Every other day there's this city's awards and that industry's awards and this and all these people are winning, but we don't know them.
Yeah, but maybe because you're not facing it. Maybe you're not looking towards it. Because if you look towards something, it'll manifest.
But I look towards the commercial. So what I see and what I hear in the commercial industry is not what I see at these award shows and things, except the summers, except something like that.
Yeah.
There's like really like a
I
handful.
do agree with you that the summers should be much bigger.
It's
It
our
should be punted
our
more.
Grammys.
Yeah,
You know?
like you know the Delicious Festival more than you know the summers. You know the
Exactly.
lineup. You know when. You know Ringo Matlingo's on the
Exactly.
stage.
I think that's sad.
It is sad,
I think
but it's
it's
also it's a reflection of who we are.
Do you blame Amapiano? Because I know
It's a reflection of us as a country, bros.
Amapiano is massive internationally.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
Durban hates
Durban hates Amapiano. Durban,
like
yo,
the Braino community, the colored community. Why?
on the daily.
Why do they
So
hate?
music is one line.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
It's one
It's
line.
Amapiano.
It's not. Piano is massive, dude.
With one line.
It's
No,
not
it's
even
not.
one line.
It's-
We've moved past
There's
quite
even
though.
an Amapiano Tiffin Campbell if you want.
There are those mixes, those remixes.
Yeah, there's everything. It's nice. I like Amapiano.
I also dig
It's vibey.
my piano. It's vibey. I think, like my hot take on music culture and consumption in Durban, amongst us, is a absolute resistance to change beyond what we grew up with.
That's true.
Because if I'm listening to, when I listen and I see what the youth are listening to and what they're talking about, they like I saw a comment on this the light I showed you, his Hali,
Oh yeah.
with the respects, I think dope, shouts out Ali, dope track. But I was reading the comments on the YouTube page, and a lot of the youth are like, yo, finally a Durban rapper has moved on from the 90s hip hop gangster R&B vibe. This, that,
Who they
and other.
referring to though?
I didn't say who.
They have to, if they say finally you've moved on, then there's only.
But
this
think
jail.
about it. Most of the popular Durban Braino music is centered around that sound,
Yeah.
you know, because we as a culture are centered around that sound. So I see like, and only because I'm in tune with like the industry and looking at what's out there and what the kids are talking about. The lighties are like, hey, we're not listening to this.
Right.
But it's a small pocket of them, because they are listening to it. Like if you go in Durban, if you drive around in Durban, most of you all here are from Durban. That's all. Most of it is what you hear: 90s R&B, 90s hip hop,
Yeah.
2000s, early 2000s, and the house, the old school house. Why do you think that is?
Why do you think we're not moving on to the
So
next?
why are we not? And I think it moves past just
Because if
music,
you
like
think about
just
it,
in general.
like even like in Johannesburg, if you look at like the colored community, when it comes to Amapiano, they know the dancers,
yes,
they make videos, and
they are live, bruh.
and the Terminals they don't. They're just like, this is how we talk, you see.
But and that's the majority, but there
Yeah.
is a pocket of.
We are resistant to it, but it's like I think it's also from like the old, like you're saying, so like the O's that have kids, for example, your son is 15 or 16, and you only, like for me, I listen to that 80s music or
Yeah.
90s music. I listen to the OJs and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. That thing I listen all the time. That's what I listen to. Even now when I jump in the
Yeah.
car on the way home, listen to it.
But you're not resistant to new music.
I'm listening to other things.
Yeah.
But like I think because I'm fluid, but imagine some people are not like that. Imagine if you came to my house and I only listen to the OJs and I only listen to the Whispers, and then my son comes and like, yo, dad, listen to this here. And he's like, Hey, play that thing on your headphones, my boy. That's hard. Then he goes out to his friends and he's like, this music is.
But I get that, and that usually happens with change, like the waves, the eras.
Yeah.
But Durban era doesn't seem to change.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Generation to generation to
If you
generation.
buy a lighty from Durban, a pair of Sebagos in 2023, you'll be happy.
I'm wearing Sebagos.
Yeah. You're from that time.
I'm from the time.
But like now it's like you should have been moved on, bruh. You know
But
what
I
mean?
have, but that's
Not
not
you. I'm talking
Yeah.
about like the lights. They should be on the thing where you're buying what's up now. If you go and like, what are the people wearing in China, for example, or in America or in Germany? Like you can buy yourself a Canada Goose coat and you can make it up, but they're like, nah, bro, give me a London fog or a bomber jacket.
And that's it, like uniform.
That's because their father's been pushing it down, or it's like I think it's a generational thing. I'm talking specifically about us. I don't know about like other cultures.
Other cultures.
But like with us, that's what I see. It's like your Bali.
But I see that in like speaking specifically about Durban, other cultures in Durban also seem to have that same resistance to current or new or change or different. Like the culture, like if you go to Durban and you go to a different community, an Indian community or a black community or a white community, you're going to experience the same vibe you did 10 years ago when you went to one of those, 20 years ago when you went, you're going to experience the same thing. Like, so it seems like a regional thing to me rather than...
The whole thing is a pause. Because we started moving ahead, like in the 90s when we started listening to rave music, and then we started listening to house and garage, and then that was like a proper shift. Like I was excited to be there because it was like things were happening, we were moving on, we were in line. The music that's playing in Ibiza is playing here in 100 on Points. It's like, it was nice.
Drugs is also taking
Drugs
Ibiza. They're taking in the matinee.
In the man, we were bringing in the drugs. It was so nice.
Don't come with yourself, man.
And then I said we were bringing it in.
Oh, now we.
And then we started going ahead, and then we had, what clubs we had that time? We had like Zoom, we had Xanadu, we had
Ecstasy,
Octagon was in, and then fading out. Ecstasy was the forward thinking on. You had Crash there by the Durban station. Ecstasy obviously, and then Tilt, that was moving ahead. Tilt was like hoops, but that was still playing Jomanda and CC Peniston and then the Gal, and then we moved ahead, bruh. We went to Tilt and we started getting better, and then the clubs also faded down. There's no club in Durban. Like you can't in Durban. Like you can't say, hey, when I go to Durban, this is the club.
This is the club.
There's no club.
There is, bruh. It's Keys. Why are you looking away like that?
It's not a club, bruh.
It's a club, bruh.
It's untidy.
But where are the clubs in Durban?
There's no club, bruh.
Fuck.
Like there's no way. And the thing is, the lights go. They go to Durban Day, and someone gets shot there.
Yeah.
So then it makes it even worse. Now it's like, now we don't even want to leave.
Don't even
want
want to go out.
Now we just want to stay here.
But that is, I just realized that there's no club in Durban. No Zoom.
You're walking around from club to club, going there, going here.
Can you think of one club? Like a nightclub.
Melville, that whole area.
That's Joburg. So
We had Obsession.
that whole area of Melville, that's kind of like what Durban has. Not nightclubs, more hangout spots. Like, yeah, those type of vibes. Like vibey restaurant.
And they close at 8:30. Sharp.
Not getting no extra beer, nothing.
They got shot. You're like,
Florida Road.
Yeah.
Right there, bro. And still no suspects found.
No, they got a lot going on with the AKA thing, right? They got the gun.
Who's charged?
They got the gun. They got the O's that own the cars that were sitting there that drove off and all
Have
that
they
stuff.
charged anyone?
They haven't charged. I think they waiting for that when they've got all of their ducks in a row, so to speak.
How? You're having your own podcast.
Like the back of the past.
So you scheme they're building the case now?
No, for sure. I'll follow it. Like I keep in touch with
Do you
that
think
thing.
there will
I
be charges?
I think maybe they'll find the shooter, but they won't find
Who's behind it?
Yeah. That's a lost cause.
That's getting scary, bro. Like the amount of hits.
Assassins.
Yeah, assassinations. The amount of hits that are going on
It's a lot.
in our country. But this is what I'm saying. Like, things are
It's bad.
fucked up
Yeah.
right now.
Need the alternate universe to
In
kick
the
in
world.
anytime.
Yeah. Where's the aliens? Let the aliens come and give us some new shit
It's
to
about
worry
time
about.
now.
For real, bro.
It is about time.
So
Did
my
you-
thing is, people talking always about shit being fucked up, but we live in the best time ever. This is the safest, most economically prosperous time in human history. Are we saying shit is fucked up? We
That
have
shows, bruh.
freedom from apartheid. gays have rights, gays can get married, weed is legalized. We saying shit is fucked up, but we're living in the most prosperous time in human history. How is that possible?
However, apartheid, slavery, and all of those things are abolished, right? The effects of those things are not abolished.
Yeah.
Like the effects of all
Mentally.
of all the shit that we went through as a species are still very much prevalent now, you know. So yes, on paper, I'm like my point. On paper, we have the ability to be the most prosperous, most peaceful
That is true.
time period of humanity, but
Especially on our
in reality,
But especially on our continent, bro.
that's what I'm saying, right? If you think about what you're saying with the numbers, with the stats, it seems like that on paper. But does your lived experience
Yes.
equate to that?
I live in a white suburb.
Yay!
No, I'm not talking
My
about.
kids go to white schools.
I'm not talking about your personal. I don't want to call it privilege, but your personal position right now. I'm talking about your lived reality on the planet now. What you are observing, that's going on around
I
you.
mean, I don't have to, like, I worry about my safety as much as anybody else. So you lock your door and that just about does it.
Yeah.
You know, my kids go to privileged schools. I can, you know, I live in a privileged neighborhood. I have a community group where we all look out for each other. You know, it's like,
Yeah, but you're talking about your.
Kensei, there's an upside and a downside too.
Yeah.
When we talk about back in the day, we grew up in Newland, myself, Richelieu, Kurt.
Him.
I think was-
Me.
Him too.
We grew up in Newland, and we could walk the streets to whatever time and not fear for our safety. At 5 o'clock, we can't let our kids out because we fear for them.
that's a misconception.
It is. I was gonna say that.
Do you think it's a misconception?
You know why I think
so
it's-
safe. I've left my car, literally.
Yeah, but you
Out
didn't
my
grow.
front
Your
door.
kids are not growing up where you grew up. He's talking about where we grew up.
I don't know how the Kasi is.
No, it's there.
I made sure I moved out the Kasi. You know?
That's so.
But yeah, it's evolved, bro.
You're talking about like when we were lighties, right? Growing up we there was no fear from us of walking at all times of. I know, like when I think about it, I was like, yo, bruh. But when I think back, it wasn't safe.
It wasn't safer.
We felt safe. If we let our lighties out the way we were let out, they would also feel safe.
But that's what I'm saying is, how much safer are you back then to now?
It was safer.
Because
Yes,
now you hear
yes.
stories about kids getting transported.
Human
to
trafficking
Johannesburg.
and
The only difference is we have social media now.
so
That's my
the
point.
news is more prevalent.
Is it
It's
safer
not
now than it is
safer.
then, or is it the same?
I don't-
Just that everything comes out.
I don't think
I
it's the
don't
same.
think it was safer back then.
I firmly believe this whole thing is about how you perceive your situation.
Yes.
Because we've had us as the sorry to use the word, non-privileged
Yeah.
race, we've had to learn the development. We've had to adjust from not being able to vote, not being able to do this. We've had to actually revolve or evolve into the beings that we've been now. But now, evolving on a mass level doesn't equate on a mental
On a
and
personal, yeah,
spiritual level. So I might think I'm safe where I am,
Yeah.
gauging it on my
On your
of
perception.
how I see where I'm at.
But that's what I was saying to Max. If you pull back from your personal experience, right, and you pull back and you look at what is actually happening in the world,
Informed by who?
You know?
Who's telling
What?
you that?
whatever you use to consume the information that's going on around you, and that's where your personal, what's the word I want to use?
Experience.
It's not perception.
Intuition.
All right, now I'm confused.
It was just throwing.
That's where your personal will or whatever comes into play. Like you are responsible for you and what's happening around you. You know.
Yeah.
So, but in the same breath, like if what Max is saying is that we are in the safest period and the most prosperous period of our species or humanity,
human
right?
history.
What I'm saying is, and I agree
People
with
didn't have so many
that.
fences and electric
But-
fences before that.
My view on it is that we potentially are in the safest, most prosperous. But in reality, we seem to be deteriorating.
Yes.
I think that's mental games, because if you look at the actual data, the actual stats.
Yeah, I'm not talking. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about numbers, like stats and numbers. I'm talking about your experience that you are observing on a daily basis.
you talk
That is
about
happening. It's like Tequila saying
Yes.
crime is down.
Exactly. Who's giving you these stats?
Do you, in your lived experience, do you see any difference in crime?
No.
No.
Crime is down in my area.
But
I mean, like,
In your bubble.
Bruh, you are Max,
the key word
It's a
is
gauge of where's your safety zone.
Max is living in Beverly Hills, bro. I'm telling you.
the key word you use is experience.
Yes.
And as long as you abide by that,
But what I'm
So
saying
Max,
about
when you drive up
experience
to
is
your
not.
yard, when you drive
I'm
up
not-
to your
I'm
gate,
not-
you leave your door open, you and your car.
Yeah, I'm not talking about your.
Great.
You're talking about your personal experience on a day.
Yes.
I'm saying in your personal experience, but in terms of what you are observing, not just in your life, but in life.
Yeah.
Not just in your life,
But do you
but
guys
in
think,
life.
But you guys think there's kuluvas waiting for you around every single
There are literally kuluvas waiting for you around every single corner.
Because
I drive with a pony on my lap now.
but that's your experience. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. It's
I-
your personal
I
experience.
can't
I get
relate
what
to
you
you,
say,
Funqui,
but here's the
because
thing is-
discipline, you know, like discipline, like the way you're disciplined has an effect on how you consume information that comes into you. So somebody who's been trained in fighting, like for myself, I've got a bit of background of fighting, that teaches you a certain level of confidence generally.
Maybe
Do
that's
you understand? So
But
that-
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Exactly.
You are literally just observing your own experience
Yeah.
on a day-to-day basis, even though you are observing what's going around, but that matters not to you.
Yeah. You
So
can't-
that's the difference that I'm
It's
talking about.
subjective from person to person how they feel about their safety and how they feel about where we are as a human.
So
race.
me personally, I don't feel unsafe at home.
Yeah.
You know, I don't live in an unsafe neighborhood. However, my neighborhood is not safe. So I don't feel unsafe,
Yeah, but nowhere safe though.
but my neighborhood is not safe. I recognize that, you know. But in terms of where I'm at, I'm a lot safer than somewhere else. But I'm aware of all those other things and how many of those other things versus how little of the safety.
I'm not saying we can
And that affects your
start-
decision making on a day-to-day
Yeah.
basis.
Yeah, that's what Richelieu said, ignorance is bliss.
It is though, bro.
Yeah.
Like I really feel I'd love to be
Focus
ignorant
on the bubble.
and be surprised when I get made swag. Oh, you know, I didn't expect this.
It's so brutal.
For real, dog.
You stabbed in the back.
Yeah, I'm not saying these things don't exist. I'm not saying racism suddenly doesn't exist, like violence doesn't exist. Like you spoke of the effects of it still exists. Yes, I acknowledge the effects, but the dominant presence of it doesn't exist. We don't have to carry dome passes, you know.
You see,
The only difference
so that's
is- the only
different.
difference between then and now is that racism was legal back then.
Yeah.
The only difference now it's illegal,
now.
but it's still very prevalent.
Yes.
Yeah.
You go down to Boxburg or
Victoria.
you go to Brits, bro, you'll be treated like shit.
I'm used to it. Look at the color of my
But it's still there. The only difference is
So-
we don't have to prove that we are allowed to be here.
So what I'm saying, exactly, bruh. You don't have to
just-
prove it,
you just-
but
yeah.
you're not accepted any more than you were back then. Yes.
If you go to Boxburg and go into what is this, Rheinfeld?
Yeah.
Bro, I walk into a shop in Rheinfeld. Boxburg just up the road.
Yeah.
The security guard, a black security guard is following me.
Bro, I can tell you stories. I live in a white neighborhood.
No, I know.
Where
I'm
my
saying
white neighbors don't
it hasn't changed.
Where my
The
white
legalities
neighbors
have changed
Yeah.
about racism.
So you see, Max.
Even people that look like me. So I was having a smoke one time outside my house. This is
We'll have
about
to give these those
24
mics.
This is the time I wake up. And then so
For their own podcast.
all the cops show up at my front door.
Yeah.
And then like we heard there was a burglar. I'm like, there's no burglary happening here.
It was you.
Broke in my own shit.
White neighborhood, chilling, smoking, and having my coffee. And
You know the
then
funny
black guy
thing is,
asked me, the black
This neighborhood's
guy
not even white.
asked the black guy.
Yeah, yeah.
There's some vittles there.
Yeah, yeah.
The brother asked me,
yeah.
I'm like, brother, are we supposed to have nice
such thing.
This is why you feel safe, because all they worry about is you.
But Max,
If you default, yo.
you see what you're saying now kind of proves what I'm saying, is that the potential for prosperity and greater safety is there. Like we live in a time where every single human being, the 7 or 8 billion of us, can live comfortably and want for nothing, like absolutely nothing. You can have anything and everything that you need and a lot of what you want if the things are distributed evenly. Right?
But alas.
Are we talking about communism now?
Unless.
Alas. So the potential I feel is there. But the reality that I see and experience is far different from what Max is saying, what the numbers portray. Because, and it could be us being fed these things more and more, and it not really being reality. But because we have now social media where direct communication happens immediately, these stories can be corroborated by people there and are being, So I don't feel what the numbers say, that we are in the safest, most prosperous.
It's not given to bias. You can't determine what we're trying to determine because it's given to bias. Everybody
Of everyone's experience.
Who's biased?
What did you have during the break?
No, I'm just saying like, yo, we deep, bruh.
But
Yo, we within.
But we are within. We are within.
You're not singing social laws or this.
When else did you even hear that, bruh?
Bruh, I sang it, bruh. I've been here for the Rugby World Cup.
Oh, beautiful land.
Oh, that's not social laws, that's thing.
I know.
What is that one called?
What is that one?
No, Our Beautiful Land in South Africa. Our song. There's
South Africa.
We love you.
We love you.
Our beautiful land.
Guys, if you all can remember the last time you heard,
Let's show
that.
the whole world
please let us know.
that we can
Bring
peace in our land.
Father.
We love you.
The Rainbow
What is that song
Nation.
called, bruh?
The Rainbow Nation was dope, huh? It was dope.
What is that song called, bruh? Damn.
This is the Full Story Podcast.
I'm ready to see this. Say, yeah, but you don't need your schoolwork, eh?
No end.
You can sing the whole of South Africa.
Kensei, when are we doing this again? We need to do it again. So.
ASAP Rocky, bruh.
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
I never see your eyes the whole show, bro.
Serious.
Whole show. Not even an eyeball. While we out here being eyeballs. Is that maybe why we say eyeballs? Because you look like supposed to be an eyeball.
But you eyeing it.
Maybe.
I just mark the signal for eyeballs. Okay, you're gonna slide that to the troll, yeah. Hey.
You are in front, bruh. It's the Full Story Podcast. Wish to be Kensei Funqui. We want to give a major shout out to Tequila Sunset.
Thank you, guys.
Home. As you can see, we're moving on up to the east side. Very quickly, I want to bring up JP. Is it the proprietor?
Yeah,
The proprietor. The boss. Thank you.
Yeah.
The boss.
Thanks for having me at my place.
Let me cheers you too.
Cheers.
Oh, you're combo, va.
Are you, bruh? Hey, you big over here.
Hey, bruh. Getting loose with my jungle juice.
Courtesy of Block Ice.
Here we go.
So, bruh, thank you for hosting us in Tequila Sunset. Tell us about your place.
Tequila Sunset. Wow. This has been coming along a long time. I mean, like a good couple of years, maybe even more.
Did you buy a bar so you can drink for free?
Let me tell you something. I love bars. I love bars. The funny part is when you own a bar, you can't drink at the bar.
You can,
No,
but it's not a good.
because then it becomes a free cooler box.
Yeah.
Exactly. A massive one.
True story.
Would you have like, would you implement cooler box rules for Tequila Sunset? What would it be?
Sure, dude.
Rule number one.
Rule number one. There's no tab.
There's nothing free in
No
Kempton
tab.
Park.
You'll be in rehab very quick.
Yeah.
Where are you situated, bro?
We're situated in Norkem Park, Kempton Park, where there's no place like this. Just your normal biker pubs. I wanted to introduce something that's not here. So I brought a little bit of the south and west end to the east.
For the people that still believe we are in Durban, we are in Joburg. This is Johannesburg.
Yeah.
It's just Durban O's.
True that.
So you've kind of got a bit of
a mixture of
eclectic vibe
There we
going
go.
on.
Here we go.
Why the name Tequila Sunset? I love the name.
And that is why I got that.
Oh yeah.
I don't even have to
'Cause you're gonna
explain
love it.
anything, because just hearing that name, you want to come and see what is Tequila Sunset.
That's dope. What I like about the places, you know, Brian, you get places that shouldn't be named what they are named.
True that.
Like you build your expectation up because this place sounds dope.
Yeah.
And then you go and then it's not Tequila Sunset.
Yeah.
It's Kaka Waterfall or something.
Yeah, it's like some girls' names.
So I like that the name matches
Yeah.
the aesthetic. Yeah. Hopefully so the place is brand new, right? You're not open yet.
It's not open yet.
These are the first bums on this couch.
True that. Even
Just taken off today.
yes, also on the pool tables. I see you guys were feeling like heroes, but you were the first ones on those pool tables.
So let's not talk about pool.
Okay.
I don't want to hurt your feelings.
I know.
Oh.
I don't want to hurt Janine's feelings. But we know. We know.
True that.
You're gonna have any like dedicated nights for like karaoke?
Oh
or
yes,
comedy?
oh yes. My Mondays and Tuesdays will be pool.
Okay.
Something you're not good at. And then on Wednesdays, Wednesdays.
So okay, no, hold on. You forget that I can put stuff on here on the show, right?
Yes.
So when we're playing just now, I'm
You'll
going
take
to
that part,
record.
yes.
And then we'll see who's not good. Yeah, carry on.
By the way, peeps, he does all my music videos. So
besides owning the bar, you are JP the artist.
yes, I am
and
JP the
songwriter?
artist. Yes,
So
I am.
are you going to be playing only your numbers?
In intervals, I will introduce something new.
So Kanye.
You're very
There
cunning.
you go. Yes.
How do you feel listening to your own music?
I can get other people answer for that. I don't listen to my own music.
Do you not listen to your
I
music
don't
at
play
all?
my own music. I don't.
Why?
Very, very seldom I'll wake up on a Saturday morning and I won't say morning, I feel like an alcoholic. I was about to say pour a shot. And then when no one's around, I put the music videos on.
Okay.
And I'm not listening to the song. I'm watching the music video.
But when you do listen, like, when you've made the song,
Yes.
right? So now you're listening, or
Yes.
even if you're preparing for the video,
Yes.
what does it make you feel? And I'm going to ask you a similar question as well.
Prepping for music videos, you know what? All of us feel this way. You probably do this as well when you go live on stage. What are they gonna laugh? What am I gonna be funny? I worry about, are they gonna play my music?
Okay.
Are they gonna say, wow? You know, with my first track, it went out, Take It Easy. I made it just to release it, but the response I got with the track made me go, wow.
Okay.
I didn't expect that.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a great feeling.
Yeah, I didn't actually expect that, and it motivates you.
Sure.
And some people shouldn't be motivated.
Pew, 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 pew.
I am not shooting, but it makes you feel like writing something in that direction. If you see my caliber of music is more or less the same, but not the same.
Okay.
I try not to be the same from the previous track because you're not going to listen to that track. But I'm like you were talking earlier about getting stuck in that 90s or whatever. But I write music like I like R. Kelly, I like Will Smith. So I try to like that music. It made me want to get up when I was in Xanadu, you know, and go and get down. So you try and write. I can't do. I'm a pianist. I can't, man.
But the difference is like with the whole Durban thing is that the specific songs made then
is
what's stuck.
It's stuck.
It's different to making a song within that era, like that sonic sound.
Yes.
That's a bit different.
Yeah.
But even with you, Rich, like this similar question. Do you listen or watch back your sets and things? And if you do, how do you feel?
I do. Well, yeah, I watch it back now.
Not for when you polishing your craft.
Right.
Like, but if you're just watching your shit.
Yeah, but like
how do you?
But you should always be polishing. Like if you're not watching it to develop, then there's no use watching it. Right?
There we go.
But like I watch it, yes, but I get annoyed because I annoy myself like on stage. Yeah, so like when I leave, I'm always like, man, you know. So obviously the audience have a response and that type of thing, but at the same time you've got your own agenda of what you want to achieve, and then you have that like you're saying, that paranoia beforehand, which is healthy, because if you don't have that, then you won't get better. Like if I don't
keeps
think,
you sharp.
And then you gotta try and quell that by getting better. But then I do listen back, and then I end up annoying myself. Like sometimes I'm like, okay, not all the time I know. Sometimes I'm like, okay, shot, that is exactly what I was trying to achieve, and that it's exactly as I planned it. However, my planning is bad because I just shoot. You know what I just shoot, and then I'm like, but why did you waste all of that time when you could have?
Yes.
You didn't. Now you've got this here, but this, you don't know what's happened. This is just there. Like, so that's the kind of things like.
But then for you need to find a balance, because, like my opinion, your comedy is based on shooting from the hip.
Yeah, but then so I find like. Then I decided I can't do that. I want
you need to polish now, and
then you end up straying too far from it. Then I'm like, fuck, I need more hip work. So you're always constantly trying to find where the thing is. Like, so that's what I was saying to you. Like tomorrow, I've got like I'm going to be very clinical about what I need to do when I'm on stage, because I have a plan, I have a goal, I have this everything is in place in my mind. So in order to achieve that, I need to do what I plan and what I'm promising myself I'm going to do. If I don't do that, I'm letting myself down.
You said something just now. Sometimes, very rarely though, you'll review a set or a gag and you'll be like, no, that it went the way it's supposed to, how I planned it. For me, and maybe probably for you, but I know for a lot of songwriters or music artists, the songs never complete.
Exactly.
Like you have to, at some point you have to step before you start making it shit.
Yes.
Before it gets worse. Do you also feel?
But I'll tell you, like I used to appreciate, in pop-ups for that. Like I always have a notebook. Even right now, as I'm sitting over here, I have my notebook. Like I always have my notebook. It's in the car, right?
Let's go.
So what I do is, I have no pockets. So what I do is I sit and I fret over all these things. I fret over the sequence. I fret over like that's gonna work together with that, and then this is supposed to be third, fourth, whatever. Yeah. Then you see me, then you just grab my book. And you be like, you must go fire. Don't leave it out. It's like it's only one that used to do that. It's always come like, and I still do that now, bruh. Okay. Like I sit and I look, and I have to. Before the minute before I go on stage, I'm looking at notes. So like tomorrow, I'm probably gonna just go on stage with my notes.
I've seen you do that before.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my notes. It's new things. I can't.
Yes.
It's gonna as it's working. Because there's no mechanics. There's no like automatic. When I finish talk about dogs, I'm gonna talk about.
Must try that in battle rap.
Take the book. But think about it. If I was rapping battles, I wouldn't need the book.
Because you freestyle.
I'll freestyle. Destroy any rapper out there.
Oh yeah.
Even Eminem. You saw that thing there.
What thing?
What's our American local name?
American
that rapper man, what is his name? He said he eats Eminem in the rap. What is the one that's gone to America? Yeah, man. The one.
Is it Nasty C?
Yeah, Nasty C.
Did Nasty C say that?
He said, yeah.
Called him out.
Yeah,
Are you
like,
serious,
I
bro?
think it was
Nasty
last
C
year or
is
something.
Yeah.
no, like now. No, isn't recently? Didn't he say that recently?
This year.
Oh, I just saw it recently. I think I saw it like last.
That's bravery.
But that's clickbait.
Nasty C said the child Eminem. Was he saying lyrically?
Yes, he even gave a breakdown of why.
What's his reason?
He's like, he was good before.
So is he arguing that he would beat Eminem now? He's saying before Eminem was...
No, like tomorrow morning.
But now he's...
At dusk.
Why would he do that?
See, I like Nasty C, bruh.
But not that much, eh?
Hey, bruh, maybe it's marketing. Maybe they got something.
Yeah,
We're
it
talking
feels
about confidence.
It feels like a clickbait.
Something.
Yeah, but like I was saying too, so like now it's like...
As an artist, you should feel that you'll trash anyone. You know,
you should.
You'll hold, but you also need realism.
Yeah.
You know,
You need that mutual friend
I
to
don't
put
care
a pause on you.
how phenomenal an MC you are.
Yeah.
In my opinion, lyrically, there's no better MC. You may get on par, but there's no better lyrically than Eminem.
Yeah.
And I'm not as huge a fan as Max. Like in terms of lyrically, I am a big Eminem fan because of rap. But who do you think? Do you think there's anyone that will?
If you look bar for bar, because people can't separate how they feel about a person's song to how they feel about their lyrics.
Yeah.
People conflate how they feel about the vibe of a song. Like, I like this on a piano song. I like the vibe, I like how it bounces. Therefore, it's good. It may
But
be
that's what
rubbish.
people care about.
They may be talking about
Yes.
rubbish. You know, that's essentially trap music. People like the vibes. They don't necessarily listening to the lyrics, because lyrics generally for new music is rubbish. But if you look at bar for bar, it's hard to pair Eminem with a lot of people. There are people like Royce and Cam Carter, Mickey Fax, you know,
That can go toe to toe, maybe.
Yes, that can go to toe and even to pass Eminem.
Yeah.
But there are very few on the planet that have done what he's done and can do what he can do. It's not just white hype.
I think it's time for another celebrity boxing match.
Who do you think will win between Nasty C and Eminem?
It's a good one. Eminem's old though.
Yeah.
He's too old.
I still think
You think Eminem's too old to
Yeah.
Feel however you want about
so you think Nasty C would physically beat up
Well,
Eminem?
maybe he'll physically. Maybe Eminem will get his. Maybe.
Eminem's a lot bigger than him. Firstly.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh, yes.
it'll
Like
take
physically,
its toll on him.
Oh, physically, like.
Yeah, he wakes up in the morning now and he's like, my knee.
Unless he's fit now and Nasty C isn't.
Yeah, but he's old.
Bruh.
No matter how fit and old you are, you wake up.
There's
pain.
young old O's.
They're lying.
older.
They're lying.
They are young old
That's what the
O's,
Grammy.
bruh.
Check those Balis. I got my 32-year-old body now and I'm 79. When he wakes up in the morning, he's like, he's lying, bro. He's lying. He's lying. His room smells like TCP.
and wintergreen.
He's lying, dog.
But dog, it's been dope.
It's been dope, bro. It's been amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome stuff.
Thanks for having us, bro.
Pleasure.
Thank you for hosting me, dude. Thank you for hosting us. It is the Full Story Podcast. We are back. Like we never know we left. I'm not even gonna lie and say like we never.
Yeah,
left.
it's a quick sabbatical.
So this was a special Christmas edition. That's why we have the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
You know? Enjoy the festive, people. Be safe, and we'll catch you when we catch you.
And Mary is
You know what? Let's go out with it. Let's go out with Pony M.
First off, this the bird call. This you can